Hello, and welcome to the basics of how to crush the futures and Forex market. In this video, we're going to cover what's called a rollover or rolling forward. Why do we roll over? We do this to extend the expiration or maturity of a futures contract by closing the initial shorter-term contract and opening a new longer-term contract for the same underlying instrument. If you recall from the last video, each different commodity has different contract expiration months as depicted in this chart. So rolling over enables a trader to maintain the investment position beyond the initial expiration of the contract and is usually carried out shortly before expiration of the initial contract. Both legs of the rolling forward, or the buying and selling, are typically executed simultaneously in order to reduce slippage, which is profit erosion, which is due to a change in the price of the underlying instrument. So what it means when you roll over is you liquidate a position on the front month contract and open a position on the next dated contract. Also, what happens during a rollover is the volume and the open interest on the contract moves from the current contract to the next contract. So, for example, your broker might list the gold contract for a futures or for a commodity as GCM15. Say it's about to expire because you're in the month of June. What you would do is you would liquidate it and then you would put on the trade for GCQ. If you recall from the last video, M means June and Q is August. Another example, say you're trading silver and you are in the month of March. The volume is showing 60, the open interest is showing 184, but the next month's contract, or K, or May, the volume is 40,000 and the open interest is 77,000. Because of liquidity, you would want to move or roll over your position from this shorter term contract to the next shorter term contract of the same underlying instrument. So two reasons you would want to do it: because the contract is about to expire and there's more liquidity in the next month's contract, and liquidity and volume are key. How do we roll over? It's actually really simple. So here is an example. Say we liquidate one GC, which is gold, Z5, which is December 2015 contract. When we liquidate, we take profits or potentially a loss. To liquidate depends if you're buying or selling. If you're already long position, to liquidate means to sell. If you're short a position, to liquidate you would have to buy. The next thing you would do is you would open a position on the next month's contract, which would be one gold G6, and G stands for February and 6 is 2016. So the recap, all you would do is you would liquidate the near month contract, which is December 15, take profits or loss on it, and reopen the same position on the next newer contract, which is one gold February 2016. The stop loss for a rollover. You would use the same stop loss for the next contract as you have for the older contract, and it's going to be determined by what technique you use to enter the trade for the old contract. So say, for example, trend analysis. In trend analysis, if we're long or we've bought a contract, the stop loss is a most recent 3-bar swing low, which we covered in the first video, minus the buffer, of course. So when we liquidate the older contract, we would buy the new, and then we would place a stop loss at the 3-bar swing low of the newer long-term contract. The actual price of the stop may be slightly different for the new contract, so don't worry about that. Just know that there might be a few discrepancies. It really doesn't mean anything. Note that you'll have to pay a commission to liquidate the old contract and pay a commission to open a new contract. That's it for this video. Thanks, and we'll see you on